Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and today's going to be my Boxycharm roundup for 2019. I am going to start off by talking about my experience with Boxycharm throughout the year, and then we're going to talk about some of the best and worst products I did get in my boxes this year. So if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so 2019 was the first full year that I was subscribed to Boxycharm. I believe I originally started my subscription in March 2018, I believe. Also, in January of 2019, Boxycharm reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be added to their PR list. And I accepted that request, and since then I've been getting 2 boxes a month. So I've been able to some months do my regular box versus my PR box. During months when I had my Boxy Luxe, I was able to still do a comparison with my PR box and the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, so it's been a very good experience overall. However, 2020, I'm trying to cut back on some of my makeup spending, so I actually have officially canceled my paid for Boxycharm subscription. I have 2 boxes left, January and February, because I did pay in 3-month increments, so I was charged in December. But I needed to make better decisions. I have too much makeup coming in. I needed to slow it down a little, and I thought this is where I could cut it back a little. And I'm also going to be more conscious of not trying things just to review it. If it's something I literally have no interest in, I'm just going to put it aside for a giveaway. I know there are people that get upset when I don't swatch something because I say this isn't the color for my skin tone. I'm just gonna put it in a giveaway pile, and people get upset when I don't swatch it, but I'm not going to just waste makeup just to do a swatch when I'm sure there's swatches of it already online, so. That's the tea on that. Overall, I really do like Boxycharm. They sometimes do things that I find questionable. I mean, an example of something I don't like is that they pay Kylie to do an ad on her Instagram stories. That's such unnecessary money. I'd rather see that money go towards influencers, but that's just me. Actually, I'm sure that's not just me. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna go through my favorite things I got this year. I'm going to go in the order I received them just to keep it chronological. So I don't have favorites from every month. I just tried to go through everything I got this year and just pick out what I thought were the products that I was the most excited to get. And the first product is from February, and that is this bronzer from Pretty Vulgar. This is the Bronzed Bee Mannequin Bronzer, and Pretty Vulgar is a more pricey brand. So this is definitely not a bronzer I would have ever gone out and purchased myself, which is one of the reasons I like subscription boxes is items like this. While it's not my all-time favorite bronzer, it's a little pigmented, so you have to be very careful with it, but I really like that I'm able to try it and experience the formula because I really wouldn't have known otherwise. So this is what I was really excited to get. And I believe this one came in my paid for box. I'm going to try to remember if it was a paid for box, a subscription, a Boxy Luxe. I'm going to try to remember that throughout this video just to keep everything straight. I'm pretty sure this was in my paid for box. Okay, the next product I was very excited, also came in the February box, so that was a good box, is this primer. This is the primer I'm wearing today. This is the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. I've made quite a dent in this. I would say I have a very large primer collection, which is also something I'm working on whittling through. But for me to make that much of a dent means I used it a lot this past year. It's a product I've definitely heard a lot about, and I was excited to get to try it. I do like it. It's very silky smooth on the skin. It's not something I would see myself going out and repurchasing when I run out, because pore filling isn't necessarily something I feel like I need in a primer. It's nice to have for now, but I'll definitely gladly use it up, and I was very excited to get to try it. My next favorite came in the March box, and that is this palette from CoverFX. So this is called their Perfector Face Palette, and I was one of the individuals who was fortunate enough to get a light medium palette. I know there was a lot of issues with people not getting this palette, and they were getting the wrong palette. This was before they set up, I think, their color preferences. So I actually wound up getting the light medium also in my PR box as well, which is interesting because my PR box usually gets deeper skin tone stuff, but this one time it didn't. I don't know why. So actually what I wound up doing was in my unboxing video, I did a giveaway and gave away that palette within that video because I wanted to be able to make sure somebody was able to get the right palette. And I really do like this. It's not my favorite face palette, I will say that. I'm not crazy about, I don't think you need all these highlighters. This finishing powder is kind of useless, but I do like the contour and blush. Why I was the most excited we got this was it was a brand new product, and Boxycharm a lot of the times tends to give older products that are kind of on sale. Companies are trying to like wean it out, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that because sometimes they're products that I couldn't afford at the time and I'm excited to have them now. However, it was very cool to get a brand new product on the market and be able to kind of be one of the first to try it. My next favorite came in the May box, and that is when I got this Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. I actually wound up getting another one recently in my November box. So I have the shades Lazy Daisy and Nude Mood. If you watched my best makeup of 2019 video, these made it into that video. These were so amazing to come in the box. I think these both were in my paid for boxes. Definitely the best lip product I got from Boxycharm this year. I was very happy. I'd love to see some more of this in my boxes. In my June box, I got this product, another product from Touch in Sol. This is the No Poreblem Prime Essence. This is very hard to find online. Like the No Poreblem Primer is sold at Ulta, but this one doesn't seem to be sold anywhere. It's a very interesting consistency. Again, I don't think it's something I'd go out and repurchase because again, pore filling isn't necessarily my #1 concern when it comes to primers, but again, I do use it, I reach for it. It's such an interesting consistency. I wish I could see how much was left in here. I can't really see through it in the light, but again, I was really excited to get this. I like it. And I think I got this in both of my boxes, so I think I put one in a giveaway. The next product is my favorite skincare product I got in a Boxycharm this year. It made it into my favorite non-makeup beauty products of the year, and that is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Serum. This I got in my June Boxy Luxe box, and man, do I love this stuff. I will 100% be repurchasing. This has made such a difference in my skin. It's a chemical exfoliator, but I can tell what it's doing when it's doing it. It's one of those products where I go to bed and I wake up and I can tell a visible difference in my skin after using this. I love it and highly recommend it. The next product came in my September Boxy Luxe box. It was an item I was able to customize. I love that they've added customization and it made it into my best makeup of 2019 video. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel Palette. This is an example of one of those products that's a little older that they're probably trying to whittle down the stock of, but this bronzer right here is like the nicest bronzer ever. And I was so happy to be able to get this. I know it was supposed to be in the first ever Boxy Luxe box that I tried to sign up for and got waitlisted. And when I saw it come back as an option, I was so excited. I needed to jump on it. I am not disappointed with this one at all. The next product is from my September PR box. I don't know if this is the full set, but I tried to grab as many as I could. We got this Moda eye brush set. First of all, I love Moda brushes, but this is a great, great set. This set of black brushes. Such high quality for such a great price. I was so happy to get these. So this was my favorite set of brushes we got this year in Boxycharm, which is surprising. But yep, it was these guys. Another product I got in my September PR box that I was very excited to get was the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. Again, this is another one of those older products that they're probably trying to lower their stock of. And it looks like this. I will say I hate the highlights. The highlight shades are not my kind of highlights, but I really do like the bronzers and blushes in this. This is definitely not something I would have ever gone out and purchased. Right before this came in my box, it was in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I looked at it for a second and I didn't buy it, thankfully. I'm very happy that I was able to get this and be able to try it. Okay, my last favorite that we got in Boxycharm this year came in the October box. It's the Dose of Color eyeshadow palettes. In my pay for a subscription, I got Sassy Siennas, and in my PR box, I got Baked Browns. Of the two, I prefer Baked Browns. It is the matte eyeshadow I'm wearing today, not the glitter. But to me, this is a little bit easier for me to work with than this. But I had never been able to try Dose of Colors eyeshadows before, so I was very excited to get this because it was my first opportunity to try the formula to see if it is something I wanted to put my money into maybe another time when a different palette comes out. So I was very excited to see that come. If I'm going to be honest with you, I have started my Ipsy glam bag list, and I definitely had more favorites in Ipsy this year than Boxycharm. Doesn't mean I don't think Boxycharm didn't do well. It's that I think Ipsy stood out a little bit more to me. I also really think that since Boxycharm started their premium subscription, I feel like they've kind of made their regular box a little less exciting. Do you guys think so? I feel like they're pushing out the premium a lot and kind of saying like, well, you only have the regular box. If you have the premium, it would be a little better. I don't know. That's just how I feel as a person who doesn't have premium. Now let's talk about the stuff I didn't like. I actually only have 2 of these items sitting in front of me, so I'll have to, actually, let me scoot over, I can insert some pictures. Okay, so both in January and in April, I got an eyeliner from Starlooks. This has to be the worst eyeliner I've ever tried in my entire life. It had no pigmentation, no payoff. I mean, like, I could have scraped it onto my eyes and it wouldn't have made any difference. So I think this is one of the reasons they've switched to the premium option, why they've increased the regular box to $25, is so that they no longer have to put like horrible products in the boxes. I don't know, but that was, I was not good with that. Those are gone. The next is the eyeshadow palette I decluttered. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, Volume 3. Every single Tarte palette I have gotten that's in this circular packaging, I have decluttered. They are not good. I only have 1 Tarte palette in my collection right now. It's one of the little 6-pan palettes. It's fairly decent, but something about these circular palettes, the eyeshadow is just not good at all. The next product is a mask. This is the Wonder Beauty Peel Off Mask. I am so over peel off masks. I don't even open them anymore. If I get a peel off mask, I just put it right aside to give away because they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing for my skin, and there's no point in me using them. So they are just, when I get them, it's like getting nothing in my opinion. The next came in the June Boxy Luxe, and this is the Trestique Good Vibes Mascara. This is such a unnecessary product. Nobody needs to have an eyelash curler attached to their mascara. The mascara, first of all, wasn't even good, but the packaging was so bulky and unnecessary, and for how fast you go through mascara and how often you're supposed to replace them, it's just unnecessary waste, and I was like very offended that this thing even exists. The next came in my August Boxycharm. Now I have a mini here because I already had this mini before I recorded that video, but it is the Becca Hydra Mist Powder. I made many people upset in that video, but I do not like the Becca Hydra Mist Powder. It does not stay wet in this jar. And I had people coming at me saying how amazing it was, but let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of people's updated videos and who got it in their boxes, and they say it no longer has that wet effect. Like I was saying in my video, the wet effect goes away. My whole argument was that the speed that it dries out, nobody can use up a loose powder that quickly, and it's not realistic for the price point of this product, and that is why I do not like it. I stand by what I say. All right, the next product came in the September box, and this I believe is in my paid for box, and this is the $1 Billion Brow, and I called it a fork thing. This is the 2nd or 3rd time that I've tried one of these products. They just are not for me. I need something that's actually going to fill in my brows, and this just doesn't do it. I'm done trying the fork brow things. They're done in my world. Okay, the next product I have here, because it's actually something I have saved for a product fail video, that's the only reason I have it. This is the Mellow Tinted Brow Gel. So I have this in the shade Dark Brown, which, if you know me, I prefer a clear brow gel. But if I'm going to have a tinted brow gel, I better be able to accurately use this brow product. This is huge. When you use tinted brow gels, they should be a very small spoolie where you can precisely apply the product. When it's a huge spoolie like this, it gets everywhere and it makes such a big mess, and I am not about that. And this made a mess when I used it, so no thank you. The next product, so I got one of these in my paid for Boxy Luxe and one in my PR box, and these are the Storybook Cosmetics palettes. I don't think I like these. I haven't fully used them enough yet to really make a decision, but from what I've done so far, I don't like them. I haven't had an experience yet where I've used these and thought they were good. And I feel like this was supposed to be like the big amazing thing of the month, and it just wasn't for me. I mean, I'm still gonna play with them a little more before I really give it a good shot, but they're so large. I feel like I'm somebody who, like, if I want a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, it's because I want something tiny. Like, this isn't like a travel friendly, this isn't like easy to store, like, and it's not like I'm into Little Red, like I would have rather had one of like the popular ones. I don't know, this wasn't something I'm into at all. Okay, the last product is something I also have already gotten rid of, and it's the Kat Von D Dagger Liner. Now, if I was running a business and I was putting products in a box, and I wanted people to be happy with those products, I would make sure that there were no crazy brand controversies with the brands in my box, and I cannot fully understand why they would put Kat Von D in the box when she is like, it's not even like it's a new controversy. Like, people have been unhappy with her for, I feel like, over 2 years now. So I just thought it was really weird, and it rubbed me the wrong way, and it made me think, like, are you even putting thought into what you put in the boxes? So I don't, like, to me, I just got rid of it. Like, I just gave it away. I wasn't gonna use it. And to be completely honest, I have used the tattoo liner before and I hated it, so. And that was before the controversies, so. Yeah, that was my thoughts on Boxycharm for this year. I'm still working on my Ipsy recap. Fun fact, I never got my December Ipsy Glam bag. I believe it's in the mail now to come to me, so I might just wait until my January box comes and just like do the boxes together. Haven't really decided yet, but definitely working on the Ipsy one, and you'll have to let me know what were your thoughts on the 2019 service from Boxycharm. What stood out to you as like the best product you got? What did you absolutely hate? Do you agree with any of the opinions I have? Let me know in the comments. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!